All right, just an update. So, when we were sticking the hay in the pallets here, we were going through a single bale every single day. No, hey, you're not getting out. Stop it. Go on. You want to go outside? Go the other way. And since... Really? You can't get her, you jerk. Yeah, this is why we separate everyone. At least when they're all in the paddock, they have space to get away from each other. In here, they don't. And Hey doesn't get food. So, as I said, since using the new feeders, we've gone from a single bale a day to a bale every 3 days, which is a massive improvement. So I am absolutely thrilled. So these feeders are doing quite well. And of course they still complain and whine. You know, they like to eat the flowers. But if there's still hay, I am not going to put more in there. You need to finish what you have. They've actually done pretty good at that. Oh, Miss Dottie. How's Miss Dottie, huh? Yeah. Pretty girl. So that has been pretty pleasing. So all I have to do now is to finish my maze and make some doors. So I'm going to have a door here to separate these two. I'll end up cutting these slats down and putting a door here so I could easily get in and out, get the goats in and out for milking. This giant pallet here is going to be temporary. I will actually have a plywood door for his pen as well. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, you're not getting out this time, huh? We're getting you water. Don't you worry. And then, same thing here. Eventually, little one, I have someone who may be picking her up next month. So, hey, we'll have her space right here, and I will have a door here for her. Chicken space. And then we have all this open space here to work and move and get things handled. So, we're almost there. Oh, life would be so much easier if everyone got along and I wouldn't have to have a maze, but that's okay. We make adjustments. Okay, so I'm running a little experiment with this deer hide. So this one is going to be used as our family banner. So if the experiment doesn't turn out quite how I think, it's okay, because this one doesn't have to be super soft and supple. So I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but instead of softening with a pumice stone or through the stretching process, I'm using my hand sander. And so far, it has done really, really well. I mean, this is just very, very, very soft. Like, there's still some kind of yellow portions here that are a little stiff. I want to try to sand down and get to. Again, still a tedious process, but much faster than using a pumice stone. So I didn't do any additional stretching to this except for leaving it on the frame and letting it stretch as it dried. So I'm going to see if sanding this down so it's nice and soft is going to help that. So if it does, well, then I just found a way to make it a little bit easier on myself to get these deer hides nice and soft. So I'm going to get back to this. I'm thinking this is going to be a few hour job. And then if I have time today, I will show you the finished product. Otherwise, we will come back when I get it finished. All right, so this is how it looks after I've done all the sanding. And it is very soft. Most of it is quite white, which I like. All I really needed was a smooth, even surface to be able to paint on this. So I'm going to cut this down and see what it looks like. All right, and here is our banner. It moves a bit. It's kind of like poster board, so that's not terrible. So I'm thinking if I would have worked it as it dried, this would be very, very soft and pliable after the sanding. So let's get to crafting. All right, so I got the next deer hide tied up. As you can tell, I ran out of baling twine and had to use the dog leash. So this one seems to have a little more damage than the last one. It's obviously smaller, but you could see like right here, these holes. That's where the bug damage got to, and so it makes this a little weak. Like, I did not cut these holes this big. They kind of ripped that big as I tied it up. Most of the bug damage is here in the bottom. And so I'm trying to cut my holes above that. And these ones stretched out a bit. You can see a lot of damage here. So I'm hoping these hold up. Like this one really stretched out. So I don't think that one's going to hold up to the pulling as it dries. And because it is so much weaker, I don't think I'm going to work this one as it dries, because I think it's just going to come off. So I'm going to hope that it holds up while it dries, and then I'll just find a way to kind of like patch dampen and work each section as I go along. And we'll go from there. So another one up. I've got to get the next one into the solution. And hopefully just knock out all these deer hides, and then I could jump on the rabbit hide.